So, good evening, everyone. Today, we all are here at LWG page. Welcome to this extraordinary gathering where words are not just ink on paper, they are the wings that help us rise bridges that takes us from fear to courage and sparks that ignite transformation. Today, we are celebrating the motivational stories written by all these wonderful authors, a collection that shaped not by perfect lives, but by imperfect journeys, by ordinary people who discovered extraordinary strength. And the most beautiful part, today, we are not just going to read the story, we are going to meet the hearts behind this story. We will hear the voices behind the pages. We step into the real journeys, raw, honest, and unforgettable. As they say, too many cooks spoil the broth. But for this anthology, too many writers have just created the magic. I am sure you all will agree with us. And today we have Urvi Mehtaji with us, Dr. Mamta Tiwari Tripathi with us, Dr. Anshu Sharma, Colonel Inderjeet Singh, and Asha Singh Gaur with us, who are the wonderful co-authors of this wonderful anthology, Curry of the Spirited Soul. I am sure you all have the book. We can show our audience the book. Yay, we are the co authors. And I am Nitya Shukla, your host for today, and also the editor of this anthology. So get ready to be inspired. Get ready to find yourself somewhere between the lines. And most importantly, get ready to discover that you too are unbreakable. So, firstly, I would like to introduce our first speaker and the co author, Urvi. Urvi is a company secretary and cost management accountant with a background in corporate governance and financial strategy. She is also a trained vocalist, Kathak dancer, a certified Reiki healer, balancing professional and creative pursuits. Writing offers her a character space for reflection, often inspired by everyday experience. And her story is also like that. Right. Her work has appeared in several anthologies where she explored themes of growth and resilience. Engaging with analytic and artistic discipline, Urvi continues to navigate her personal and professional journey with curiosity, openness, embracing each experience, and an opportunity to evolve with grace and purpose. She recently was declared as the winner of Mahamukabla contest in the poetry writing at the Litfest held at Yashda, Pune in October 2025. Welcome, Urvi, and congratulations for this winning spree. We
Thank you.
are
Thank you so much.
Our viewers want to know about your writing journey.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for such a lovely introduction. And it is a great privilege and honor to share the space with such beautiful and lovely authors. Really, it's a great pleasure. And talking about my literary journey, I started writing during the COVID times. So I should say I'm a recent writer, very new writer, taking baby steps yet. So COVID times were very different. Everything was different, and times were very depressing for, especially for me. I thought I'll go into depression because I was crying unnecessarily, getting angry at everyone and unnecessarily. Then during that time, I came across through a few writing platforms on FB, and I started writing. I started pouring my emotions, venting out my frustrations and everything, and it helped me. I felt good. So the journey just started, and I kept writing and writing. I really felt good. And at first, it was very raw, nothing like it was very, very, very raw. But slowly, I learned. I learned through all the different platforms. Somebody held my hand. Somebody helped me. Slowly, slowly, I learned, and I've reached here today.
That's so wonderful, Urvi, to listen about your journey. And your story is also like that about your dancing passion. Just give a
Yes.
brief thing about that.
I think my story says everything, but yes, to brief, right to tell it in very short. I always wanted to dance. Like dancing is my soul. Like any type of music, my feet can't stay idle. Like my feet has to move. It's like that. So always wanted to learn dancing and Kathak. I enrolled in Kathak, but somehow couldn't complete it. I completed it in the later stages of my life. So, like anybody who just comes to know of it, oh, you're learning Kathak. Oh, you did Kathak right now. Oh, you completed Kathak. Oh, it's so inspiring. So these are the words I heard from everyone. So when I came to know about this anthology and it had to be inspiring, I said, come on, I have this inspiring story of my own, this dancing journey. So I wrote about it.
Yeah, and I wanted to let our viewers know that all the stories in this anthology are the real stories. These are not the fictional characters. All the stories are inspired by the real life. So
Real life.
next up in our this panel discussion is Dr. Mamta Tiwari Tripathi. She is a
Hello.
passionate bilingual poetry, and you are from Pune, if I am right.
No, I belong to Mumbai.
Okay, okay. So presently you are in Mumbai only.
Yeah.
Okay. So she is a passionate bilingual poetry and story writer. Her pen poems and short stories has been published in school and college magazines, society magazines, and ophthalmic magazines also. She revived her passion for literature after long hiatus during difficult phase of corona to educate and help people through her audios and videos in digital platform. She has been part of Anthology by Literary Warriors Group, Unscrambling Time, and Strings of Connection Rishte. She received Dr. J.B. Kulkarni Award for Poetry Rendition in Litfest 2024. She is active participant of online programs of LWG Group. Professionally, she is a practicing ophthalmologist, cornea anterior segment surgeon, rendering her expertise in Mumbai hospitals. So, welcome, Dr. Mamta. And everybody wants to know your journey from surgeon to a literature enthusiast.
Yeah. Thank you, Nitya ji, and for making me a part of this program, as well as making me a part of such a beautiful anthology which you have come up with, The Curry with the Spirited Soul, having such a motivational stories of real life written by different authors. Either it is their own story or it is the story which has been inspired. So in my case, I can say that I was writing in the writing field in the initial phases of my life during the early childhood, in the school days and the college days. It was just as a small hobby or interest, you can say that. It was in unorganized way. And later on, because of the professional things, you can say that this had gone as a side part, and I had just lost my touch for the writing things. So later on, it was during the COVID phase, as it happened with the Urvi also. So I rekindled my writing spirit, and then started writing again. In the meanwhile, I came across the LWG group, which has such a great authors, writers, and all of them are inspiring in one or the other way. And thus, I got an inspiration from them, and I just started writing again in a better and organized way. And this is how I came up with over here. And being a part of anthology of LWG has been a great privilege for me. And thanks for Neelam ji from bottom of my heart. She has given us the platform to express ourselves and write in a proper way. Thank you so much, Nitya ji and Neelam ji, for this. We are unable to hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Mamta, for letting us know about your writing journey and your story, Transformation with Acceptance. It's story of Ravina, which is a really very moving story. So I request our viewers and readers, those who want to get motivated, they should read this anthology. It is written in such a simple words that it's not heavy. So nobody will feel like कि इतना ज्यादा ज्ञान मिल गया हमको. Usually जैसे आजकल की डिजिटल दुनिया में हमें चारों तरफ से ज्ञान तो मिल ही रहा है, पर दिस इज सच अ लाइट बुक कि आपको पढ़ने के बाद आपको इच्छा होती है, अच्छा हाँ आगे क्या हुआ होगा, या अगले किसी कैरेक्टर के साथ या अगले ऑथर के साथ क्या हुआ होगा. सो ऐसे ही नाउ नेक्स्ट अप इज अनदर इंस्पायरिंग ऑथर, कर्नल इंदरजीत सिंह. He is an army veteran and veterinarian by profession. He superannuated after 33 years of army services with RVC in June 2020. He is a graduate and postgraduate in veterinary sciences, and is a qualified dog trainer. He writes poetry and story in Hindi, English and Punjabi. He is a motivational speaker and he encourages young writers and authors. और कर्नल इंद्रजीत सिंह के साथ हम सिर्फ कलम के माध्यम से ही जुड़े हुए हैं. हमारी एक बार मुलाकात हुई है और it's a great privilege to have you here, Colonel Singh. And we all want to know about your writing journey. आप लिखते हुए कितना समय हो गया and how you started writing.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I started writing when I was young, but when in college, of course, we couldn't get much time to write. Studies were quite a bit. Then I used to write off and on for college magazines or like that. Then after joining army, we used to get time, but very limited time was there, being posted to field areas many of the times, and all sorts. So I religiously started writing after I retired in 2020, and that was again a COVID times, as Urvi said, and that really motivated me also to write. And I used to write poetry initially, and those poetries were in English and short poetries. Basically, those were the emotional responses which everybody does have, and I have that compilation of that also. So actually, I started writing when I retired, and my, of course, my daughters, my elder daughters also, who is married now, she also writes quite a bit, and she was taken up from me only for writing this poetry and short stories. Well, and then the thing started carrying on. Then I joined, thanks to Nitya ma'am, I could join this wonderful group and write for this anthology. And I am associated with number of literary groups where I keep writing my experiences and experiences which I have, I see and see around me. I've written few poems in Punjabi also, poetry, which are all emotional and of course general day-to-day responses of human responses, which you can say. And this story is actually my story with me and my wife. We are newlywed, and I mean, you must have read the story. And we had our buddy, as you know, in army we had get a buddy who's a Ladakhi guy, and my wife was so emotional in this that she after I mean we came back on posting, we were in connect with that little boy, not boy, a man, and he was so emotional with us, attached with us. And you must have read he was almost crying when I was going for a TD in in Tangse and leaving behind my newlywed wife to go back home all alone. And when I came, I mean that instance I still cannot forget. When I came back from the TD, he said, "Saab, mem sab chala gaya." And it was I mean funny, and it was emotional, and I was so overtouched by his caringness. And though we hardly knew about a year or so, but that is how the people get attached to us when you are in the difficult times or the difficult areas.
Right.
So that is very inspirational. You don't even know those people, Daki. I mean, we just don't know anybody, but that's how we get attached to each other. That emotional feelings is there. So that's
Right.
how it's pressing.
Right. And as I said earlier also in previous life, that इतना innocence है उस story में कि हम जैसे चारों तरफ negativity है, हम आजकल अजनबियों पर विश्वास करने से डरते हैं.
Yes.
And that story gives us the hope कि there is still a good. Same goes with Anshu ji की जो story है.
Yes, I read
For the
that.
sake of इंसानियत. So these stories give us the hope कि there is still a goodness in society.
Yes, the goodness is still there. Yes.
Yeah. And we have to that eye, and then if we search for that, we'll find it.
Yes.
So this is the aim of that story, and I'm sure कि readers को जैसे हमें अभी और भी लोगों के views पता चल रहे हैं, they are liking the stories. So next up in our panel is Dr. Anshu Sharma. Dr. Anshu Sharma is a bilingual poet. She writes in Hindi as well as in English. In addition, she is a medical graduate and postgraduate from Delhi University. She pursued a successful career as medical professional in the government. She has also worked as public health officer and as an avid COVID warrior. Her debut poetry collection in Hindi, Antar Man Ke Samvad, was published in 2020, and an English poetry collection, Scribble in Style, is in process of publishing. Her poems are focused on various social, cultural, and environmental issues and nature, and it has been published in numerous anthologies and various magazines, journals, newspaper. Short story writing is also one of her favorite passions. She loves to participate in kavi sammelans, mushairas, kavya goshtis, and to connect with people in general through social media. Welcome, Anshuji.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nitya. And thank you, everybody. I mean, Nitya, Asha, and Neelamji for this wonderful book that we have in our hands today. And actually, speaking, I started my literary journey very early on because there was an environment of Hindi literature in the house. My father was teaching Hindi in the Delhi University. My mother was an MA in Hindi. And we used to invite literateurs and poets all the time to our house. And we used to listen to those famous poets, Ashok Chakradhar, Nirala ji. We've listened to them live, and that was the atmosphere that I grew up in. However, destiny made me choose medicine, and so I drifted away from my passions a little bit. However, I was a voracious reader always, so I kept on reading, and somewhere, the passion of writing also kept on smoldering inside me, and it came out after certain adversities later on in life. And I started writing seriously Hindi poetry only after 2012, and then there was no stopping me. I kept on writing poems, and story writing was also one of my passions. However, I didn't think of publishing them till COVID came. During COVID, I was inspired to publish some of my poems by a very dear friend of mine. And so my first collection in Hindi came out, Antar Man Ke Samvad, where I've published some of my very old as well as new poems. Later on, I did think of starting in English as well. So after meeting Neelam ji, who's an inspiration, who's a real guide, I would say, my mentor and my guide, she pushed me, and so I could start writing in English as well as Hindi. I joined as an admin in the Literary Warrior group, and I started enjoying these poetry meets. So that was my literary journey till now, and I hope to write more. I hope to meet uh, esteemed poets on this platform. I hope to meet new talents like Urvi and Nitya and Mamtaji on this platform, and of course the esteemed ones like Colonel and Asha ji. So that is about me. And now about my stories. So, as you've already mentioned, For the Sake of Insaniyat is a real life story from my father's life. And it really happened that he met this little boy who was a mechanic on the road. And he just, I mean, despite his suspicions and despite his doubts, he still gave him a chance, and the boy really proved himself right. He was just about 11 or 12 years old, and he was so talented. He was so good at his work that we all were really impressed with the story, and so I decided to put it on paper. The other story that I've mentioned is also a real life story from my own life. My husband, in 2010, he decided to write to so many people, and then write on the social media, and it was a first for us on the Skype also, when we put this electrician on the computer, and he was reciting in his language about his son's, his son's problems. And then, we just started getting donations from left and right, and we were just so surprised to get so much funding from the crowd, and this crowdfunding platform actually materialized at that time. So again, I was very grateful for that, and so I thought I should share my story with so many others. So thank you, Nitya and Asha and Neelamji, for this platform. Thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity to share our views, to share our stories, and to get inspired from so many other stories in this book. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर अंशु एंड एज यू सेड कि हम लिखते हैं, और एक बहुत कॉमन चीज जो मुझे हम सब में नजर आ रही है कि कोविड ने भले ही बहुत सारी परेशानियां दी हो, पर हम सबको राइटिंग से वापस जोड़ दिया, और इसी वजह से हम शायद अभी जुड़े हुए हैं.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
very true.
And anthology is also, our anthology is also like that ki in adversities how can we find the positivity. So next up in our panel is our very own Asha Singhar, and she is my partner in crime in LWG social media team. So we work together for that, and she is a wonderful poetess, wonderful friend also, a writer, translator, and editor. Her poems have been appreciated and awarded at various levels. She has published a solo collection of poems, a novella, and a semi-autobiographical book of English stories. She has also contributed to several poetry and story anthologies. She has awarded the Radha Avdesh Smriti Sahitya Samman for the best poetry manuscript in 23, and in 2024 she received the Poet of the Year award from Ukyoto Publishers and the Sahitya Ratna Samman from India Net Books respectively. She has translated several articles, stories, 2 novels, and more than 40 comic books to date. Asha is also an artist and a certified dream therapist and a very soft spoken person. Welcome, Asha. And your story, I wanted to say first, identity is like the story of every other girl in India. It's a wonderful story. And Asha, now over to you. Tell us more about your literary journey, how you started writing.
Thank you so much, Nitya ji. It was such a sweet introduction. I couldn't have asked for more. Nitya ji has always been so sweet, and of course, whenever I was in trouble, you were the first person I called during LitFest. So, yes, partner in crime as far as social media work is concerned. Anshuji, thank you so much. You have been addressing me, but to tell you the truth, it is Dr. Maitri Joshi that you should be crediting for this book. Yes, because I was there for the poetry anthology, and Nitya ji and Dr. Maitri for our very special and tasty curry.
Yeah,
You
you're
are
absolutely right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
No problem. No problem, Anshuji. As far as my literary journey is concerned, I was always attracted, uh, like a bug to the light. I was attracted to stories and poetry. So I couldn't control myself. So whenever there was homework, I would only do homework of my English and Hindi. Poetry and stories, they were always done before the curriculum started. So it never stopped. I started writing when I was 10 years old, and I kept writing, though I never thought that it will be a profession ever. So I did my post graduation, everything happened. And then again, during COVID, I thought it's long time, there's nothing else to do. So I collated all my poems and got my first book of poetry published in 2021. And then onwards, there was no looking back. And I'm very grateful that during this journey, I got a lot of good authors and mentors who shaped my writing, helped me, and guided me how to go about. And then the LWG happened, where with so many good poets and writers, it's always an encouraging journey. You always want to write better, you always want to learn better with all of every member around. So that was about my literary journey, which has just started. Let's see what happens next.
You will surely go far and beyond. And then thank you so much for talking to us and telling us about your literary journey. और LWG पेज के लिए या नीलम दी के लिए या डॉक्टर मैत्री के लिए बस एक बहुत मजरू सुल्तानपुरी जी ने लिखा हुआ है कि मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर लोग साथ आते गए और कारवा बनता गया। तो ये कारवा धीरे धीरे ऐसे ही बढ़ रहा है और उसी की वजह से हम सब जुड़े हैं। एंड अबाउट दिस एंथोलॉजी, ये एंथोलॉजी हमारे लिए भी एक बहुत लर्निंग प्रोसेस था बिकॉज वी हैव डिसाइडेड like we will work from scratch, from cover designing to formatting the book to editing everything. It's like from the LWG team only. So I, Dr. Joshi and Neelam Di, we all said, firstly we decided on the name, then theme, then what will be the cover, how should we go about it. So it is like a complete journey for us also. और जहां कहीं भी हमें लगा कि शायद हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा, इतनी सुंदर और इतनी खूबसूरत स्टोरीज थी हमारे साथ कि वो सवाल ही नहीं उठता था कि नहीं हो पाएगा। और जस्ट ये लाइव स्टार्ट होने से पहले ही द वे उर्वी जी सेड, डोंट पैनिक, हो जाएगा। सो दैट इज द मोटो ऑफ दिस बुक कि हो जाता है, करना शुरू करने की बस देर होती है, चीजें हो जाती हैं। सो इसी तरह हम सब लिखते रहें। एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट नाउ यू ऑल ऑफ यू टू जस्ट tell, other than your story, what is the one thing, one story which inspired you, or you can read a part which inspired you a lot from this book. Urvi, will start with you.
Yes, definitely. I would like to read the passage from Nitya Shukla ma'am's story, The Wandering Woman Finding Freedom in Surrender. See, the reason I'm selecting this story because this is about solo travel. And I recently had gone on a solo travel. So I could connect to this story very easily. And I don't know, Nitya ma'am has not written about what oppositions she had to face, but I had to face a lot. I fought everyone, actually, that is what I say, fought everyone. Sabko sabse lad jhagar kar main solo travel chakar aayi. So I could connect to this story very well. That is the reason I'm reading this passage from here. For men, a nomadic youth or wandering spirit is seen as romantic. For women, it is treated with suspicion. Even today, when a woman travels alone, the world brims with questions. Not because women and wanderlust cannot coexist, but because people believe the word yayavar, wanderer, was never meant for us. We are called anchors, not sails. Our lives are measured not in miles traveled, but in meals cooked, problems solved, and people cared for. Like, this is so true. Like, even in this century, people still look women in only through these angles. Like, it's a pity, actually. Like, I found myself in a pitiable situation when I had to argue and fight with everyone. I want to go out just for a few days. I'm not going forever. So I could relate to this story very much. So actually speaking, I can open any page and read every page, every story, every passage is so inspiring.
Right.
But this was what I could relate because I also had gone to a solo trip recently.
And you said what opposition you have faced. Nothing, but it is me only. I was not ready. घर कैसे चलेगा, वो एक बैक ऑफ द माइंड होता है ना, क्योंकि हमने कभी किया नहीं है, वो हमारे लिए एक नई चीज है। तो only opposition what I overcome was myself only. So that was the thing कि मेरे घर से किसी को कोई वो इशू नहीं था कि नहीं, हाँ चले जाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट आई वॉज लाइक यार कभी नहीं किया है, घर कैसे चलेगा, ये कैसे होगा, वो कैसे होगा। So many questions were there in my mind. So that is what about my journey. And Dr. Mamta, what is your favorite part and which story? You are on mute.
I'm saying that all the stories are inspiring, giving one or the other motivation. But one of the story written by author Nisha Modghare madam, that is Light in the Darkness, A Walk to Remember. That is her experience while she was walking along with her husband during the night, and suddenly the lights were off on the street, and how she and her husband has gone across, and there was a girl who came from the back and silently she guided them through the light of a torch, which made them feel more comfortable and very at ease. So that was the story which touched me. And later on, it came out that the girl was a Muslim girl. So during nowadays, since there is such a Hindu Muslim and all the terror going around, so this was the story which touched me a lot. And one of the paragraph which she has mentioned in a very beautiful way, I'll just try to go around. She pointed out to a narrow lane nearby and said she lived just down there. It was a modest neighborhood, lined with small houses and quiet courtyards, home to several Muslim families who, despite limited means, seemed to share a strong sense of community and warmth. There was certain stillness to that lane, yet it now glow in my memory because of the kindness we had just received from one of its daughters. She had no obligation to help, but she could have simply walked off, minding her own path, but she chose to stop, to lead and to care, and she became a quiet hero in our lives. So this was a beautiful line which I thought that it has touched their life in such a beautiful way, which will be memorable for them throughout the life. During this time also, there are some good people and good things happening in the life which help us to remember that अच्छाई आज भी है.
जी, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल। और जैसे आपने स्टोरी में ही लिखा हुआ है कि शी कुड चूज नॉट टू हेल्प, इट्स हर चॉइस ओनली। सो इट्स ऑन अस व्हाट वी चूज, व्हाट विच साइड वी वांट टू सी। सो इट्स जिसे बोलते हैं ना, दृष्टिकोण पे ही सब कुछ टिका हुआ है। तो जैसा जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि वाला हिसाब है। सो हम अच्छा देखने की कोशिश करेंगे तो अच्छा ही दिखाई देगा। और कर्नल इंद्रजीत, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी कि व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट पार्ट इन द बुक?
Yeah, I've got two books to which I must refer. One is Anshu ma'am's Insaniyat Wala. That line is too good. He said his faith and goodness of people were reaffirmed that day. That is very rare these days. And if this could be adopted by many of us, the society will be very good. The faith one, we should have faith in us, each other of us. That's what we are lacking these days. And the second is, of course, Nitya ma'am, your story, wondering why, because before my elder daughter got married, I had sent my both the daughters alone to go for 6-7 days wherever the holidays they wanted to go. And they said, okay, we'll go alone. And they went to Ladakh for 7 days on their own. They managed on their own. Tickets they bought on their own. I said, no, girls should be on their own, and we should not be keep helping on asking me, ki aise book kar do, ye kar do. And they planned their travel, went around 7 days. They stayed in tent also, and pura karke aaye the. So that was very inspiring, this thing. So I could relate it to that. So that was very good.
थैंक यू सो मच कर्नल सिंह फॉर लाइक आप जैसे सोचते हैं कि सबको जाना चाहिए, ऐसे सबको सोचना चाहिए कि हाँ, एक बार सोलो ट्रिप सबको करनी चाहिए। इट टीचेस यू अ लॉट, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है।
On a lighter side, मैं तो अपनी वाइफ को ही बोलता हूँ कि आपको भी जाना चाहिए सोलो में।
हाँ, तो आई एग्री ऑन दैट। डॉक्टर अंशु, व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट पार्ट?
So actually, there were many stories which have really inspired me, including Urvi's, yours. However, I have chosen a story by Dr. Maitreyi Joshi, which I could really relate to. She's written about life and cycling, and which I could really relate to because I also learned yoga at a very, very late age. And I started learning it despite all my fears. And one day I became a yoga teacher myself, and I got a big certificate for becoming a yoga teacher. So ultimately, life may be full of hurdles, but if you are determined, you can cross every hurdle. So this one paragraph I'm going to read from her story. I have decided to cycle every alternate day, not merely for the physical exercise, but for the lessons it keeps offering. Life, like cycling, never offers only smooth, straight roads. There will be climbs and descents, rough patches and sudden turns. Yet, many refuse to accept this, instead, searching for magical solutions, rituals, charms, and remedies peddled by those who profit from fear and helplessness. Sadhus and pujaris will recommend 100 elaborate pujas and charge thousands of rupees, promising to change fate. But real change comes from within. Real change comes from within, from the discipline of mind, the work of one's own hands, and the steadiness of one's own effort. So this paragraph has really given me goosebumps, and I can really relate to this story. So thank you very much, Maitreyi, for inspiring us. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anshu. And Asha, for me, your story moved me a lot. Now we want to listen. Which story moved you? We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted, I think. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nitya ji. I'm really grateful to see so much love coming for my story. And I really felt that, oh, this was not only my story. There are so many people who have similar stories and they could relate to it. So I'm really grateful for that. As far as I've read so many stories, and every story is so beautiful. I thought that I will talk about Nisha ji's story. So Mamta ji spoke about it. I wanted to talk about your story. So a lot of people spoke about it. So there are so many stories, and each story has so many beautiful moments that we relate to, and somewhere or the other we have gone through that. At the same time, when I was reading Neelam Ji's story, the story where she hires a very well educated but a mother of one who was going through a very rough patch, and later she gathers courage from her silently. So both of them were, mutually getting courage from each other. So there is one last paragraph that she has written here. I'll just read it out to you. After a few months, I fell sick. There were days when I had fever and body aches. I also had to undergo a major operation. Rima was always by my side during those tough days, giving me medicines, pressing my feet, or placing a cold soak on my forehead. During my worst days, she skipped her other paid work despite badly needing the money. When I asked her why, she said, I have told them, they understand. She was neither related to me nor was she doing it for money. She stayed because she genuinely wanted to. We had formed a unique bond. Of course, my mother came later to take care of me, but the fact that Rima was there in those initial days was a huge support. When I recovered, she exclaimed, Ma'am, you have so much resilience. I admire it. You never gave up. I smiled. She looked at me and asked after a pause, From where do you get your inspiration? I grinned. From people who love me. You are one of them. Yes, life can be taught at times. She was an educated woman who could have done so well, but circumstances had pushed her into domestic work. Yet she did it without complaint, accepting life as it came. Then why should I buckle under pressure whenever difficulties arose? Her presence was a motivation for me then, and it remains so even now. She has since secured a permanent job and is doing well, but she continues to inspire me whenever I feel low. Hats off to you, Rima. Keep rising and shining. So, this was such a beautiful story. From
Yes.
where and when you get courage, you don't know.
No,
So it
exactly.
comes from the rarest of places, unexpected places. The way in Nisha ji's story, they were so scared and they
Mhm.
were not sure how to move ahead, and suddenly the help came when they were not expecting it at all. So
Right.
every story has such something or the other to take with us.
Yes, very true, Asha. And as we said कि inspiration हमें कहाँ से मिलेगी, वो हमें ही, you never know. It comes from unexpected places. You just have to see through it. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much everyone for joining us, and the audience which who have joined us today. Anup ji was there, Vinita Sharma ji was there, Rupa ji was there, and thank you all of you to join us today here. And before ending this wonderful live, I just wanted to read few lines from a story from Dr. Utso Bhattacharya's story, A Modern Day Fairy Tale. It is the gist of this whole book, because it will say ki what was our aim to publish this and go about this anthology. It goes like this: among all the battles life forces upon us, the fiercest war is the one we wage within ourselves. Fighting the darkness in one's own mind, that is no small feat. Trying to find one's voice when it's smothered by tears and shame, that takes immense courage. So that is the first step and the courageous step which we have taken to write about our own journey. And जैसे बोलते हैं पहला कदम ही सबसे मुश्किल होता है, और अगर हमने लिख लिया जैसे उर्वी जी ने भी बताया, एंड बाकी लोगों का भी वही एक्सपीरियंस है, दैट राइटिंग इज अ हीलिंग प्रोसेस. You heal through it, you grow through it, and you feel very light. So I only pray through this group, through Neelam Saxena Di, and through LWG group, we all stay connected and we write beautifully as you all are writing. We all grow in writing. And thank you so much for being part of this anthology. And it is my first experience also as an editor. Thank you for teaching me so many things. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone.
done
Thank you
very-
so much for
Thank
having
you.
us and for hosting this event beautifully.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
ladies.
Nitya ji. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Good
Bye-bye.
evening.
Thank you.
Good evening.